Hey everybody, Peter Valley here. I'm really excited to give you the first behind the curtain look at Liquidator. I'm going to give you a live demonstration into exactly how Liquidator works. Now, if you haven't heard, Liquidator is a new tool we've been working on for a long time that is basically the coolest solution to long-term storage fees or dead inventory, and allows you to turn that dead inventory, that old inventory, or any inventory into quick cash instead of having to wait for it to sell. So the way this is going to work, and I'm going to take you through the entire process, which takes about 1 minute. It's like really simple, but we're going to show you how to download your Amazon inventory file, upload it to Liquidator. It takes just a couple seconds. Liquidator scans your inventory and unlocks all of the Amazon trade-in value or instant cash buyback value, and you don't pay a penny until you know exactly how much you're going to make. It's very cool. So here's the process we're about to take you through. We're going to show you how to get your free scan, and I'm just going to remind you, you don't pay a penny until you know the full amount of the cash and trade-in value. You're going to pay less than 1/10 of that amount. And then you just pay a small percentage to access. So let's show you how it works in just a few short steps. So the first thing you do inside Seller Central is go to the Inventory tab, click that, and then you go down to Inventory Reports. Click that. Inside Inventory Reports, you see this drop-down menu right here in the middle. Go ahead and click that, and then click All Listings Report. Once you click that, you just go ahead and click Request Report, and depending on the size of your inventory, usually it'll take under a minute, usually under 30 seconds, and then the file will load right here in the right-hand column. You just click that to download. You download the text file to upload to Liquidator, and you can get started with your free inventory scan in usually under a minute. Simple as that. And the fun begins right here on the file upload page. This is where you initiate your free inventory scan, where we will show you exactly how much trade-in value and cash buyback site value is hidden inside your inventory. First next thing you do is just go ahead and click anywhere inside this box and upload your file. So we're going to upload the all listings file. It takes just a quick second to upload depending on the size of your inventory. Once you have uploaded that to Liquidator, it will say complete right here, and that means you can proceed. So you click yes, show me the profit. And then Liquidator initiates the scan and starts going through all of your inventory and then comparing it against Amazon's trade-in store as well as over 30 cash buyback sites to unlock the value. So you'll see here, you're seeing a result for instant trade-in, which is Amazon's trade-in value, and then instant cash buyback site value, which is sites that are willing to pay cash for your inventory. So we compare against Amazon's trade-in store and then over 30 different cash buyback sites and show you the results. And then we charge you a percentage based on what we find, a small percentage. So again, you're not paying a penny until you know exactly how much you're going to get. And actually, as a matter of fact, we actually charge you a lesser percentage than what you're actually seeing here, because if there's overlap, there's an item in your inventory, and there usually is quite a few item in your inventory that has both Amazon trade-in value and cash buyback value, you only get charged for one of those. Okay, so you're not being double charged here. So usually the result you're going to see here is dramatically less than the 8% we're charging when you actually add up the trade-in value and the cash buyback value. So you can see here that if you add the two, there is over $1,900 worth of hidden either trade-in or cash buyback value that we found in this inventory file. You only get charged $119, which is actually a lot less than 8%. But again, we factored out the duplicates and just charge you for one, the higher amount, either cash buyback or trade-in value, and in the instance that an item has both values. Okay, hopefully that's clear. So assuming you like what you see, assuming you're willing to pay a small amount to get access to a larger amount, which I think applies to everybody, go ahead and click yes. Then you simply enter your credit card information. Then go ahead and click pay, and you get taken directly to the profit. So this really doesn't demand a tour. It's pretty simple, but I'm going to walk you through everything regardless. So we can just start here, right here at the top. So you see three columns here: total, then the trade-in amount and the buyback amount. So the buyback amount and the trade-in amount, that's pretty obvious. The total amount of trade-in value found, total amount of buyback value found, and then you notice the total amount found is actually less than if you add trade-in and buyback. Now, why is that? Well, the reason is that total is the total amount of non-overlapping value that was found. So in other words, if there was trade-in value and buyback value, we take the higher of the two and factor them into the total amount. Okay, so moving here, this is pretty straightforward. You can choose for Liquidator to show all of the results, just the buyback offers or just the trade-in offers. So again, if we just click buyback, it just shows buyback. If we go ahead and click trade-in, it just shows trade-in. And that's pretty straightforward. And then this second drop-down menu, there's an option here to show all of the results again, or just the inventory that is subject to long-term storage fees. Now, you're probably wondering, how do we calculate this? Well, because long-term storage fees are implemented after 6 months, it's actually not quite as simple as us just determining which items have been in your inventory for 6 months or more. We actually want to warn you if items are just about to be subject to long-term storage fees. So what you'll see is a green check mark here under the LTSF column, which stands for long-term storage fees, a green check mark appearing for any item that is in your inventory for 5 months or longer, not 6 months. So why 5 months? Well, it should be pretty obvious, but we want to alert you to anything that is just about to incur long-term storage fees. So we decided, hey, a month lead time, a month's notice for you to make a decision as to what you want to do. That would be plenty of time. So anything that has been in your inventory for 5 months or more will appear with a long-term storage fee green check mark next to it. Pretty straightforward. And then you can choose to view 10 results, 25, 50, or 100. Pretty straightforward. Search all columns. You can search by any keyword, SKU, keyword or SKU, keyword in the product name or SKU string, and we will show you just the items for which that applies. And then I can walk you through the columns from left to right. So there is your merchant SKU, then the product name, the sales rank, current sales rank, the number of days the item has been in your inventory, again, whether or not it's subject to long-term storage fees, whether your inventory has been in, item has been in your inventory for 5 months or more, the current price that you have the item listed for, the trade-in value. Now we're getting to the good stuff. The Amazon trade-in value. So trade-in just specifically refers to Amazon's trade-in program. Okay, so when you see trade, that's specifically just referring to Amazon's trade-in store, nothing else. Okay, there are cash buyback sites that also offer trade-in, like credit that you can spend in their store. That's not what this column applies to. This is just Amazon's trade-in store. Then the cash column pertains specifically to cash buyback sites that will pay you cash for the book. So this is a true cash value. So again, by default, we sort this amount from highest cash buyback value to lowest. And then you go ahead and click an item as reviewed just to let yourself know, hey, I already took care of this. Either I decided not to trade it in or I did trade it in, and it's already been dealt with. You can click on any result to take you just to the page for that result. So with one click, you can go ahead and start the process of checking out. So we'll take you right to the page on bookfinder.com. So you can go ahead and initiate the process and actually compare it against other sites if you have certain sites that you prefer to trade your book into, even if the amount you get might be a little bit less. Some sites are just easier to work with, etc., etc. Go ahead and click the trading column and we'll take you directly to Amazon's trading store. Pretty straightforward. And that's basically it, you guys. Oh, the only other thing I left out is the download a CSV option. So the way you can preserve the results is to download all the results in a CSV file, spreadsheet. Then you can upload that to Google Docs or Excel, however you want to deal with it, so that you can review the results at any point in the future. That's basically it. Super, super straightforward. Again, this does one thing, and Lyquidator does it very, very well, which is unlocking hidden value hidden inside of your inventory. Now, I have to remind you for the third time, you do not pay a penny until you know exactly how much profit Lyquidator has uncovered, okay? So you really cannot lose. So, it really doesn't matter what size your inventory is. It is a virtual certainty that there are instant profits hidden inside your inventory right now, whether it's cash buyback value or Amazon trade-in value. And actually, most people don't realize the cash buyback value in virtually all of the examples. We had a bunch of people test this out, and virtually everybody said they were really surprised at, one, how much cash buyback value was hidden inside of their inventory, and then two, that the cash buyback value was almost always higher than the Amazon trade-in value, which, again, I think we can all agree cash is better, right? So this is a lot more about cash than it is about trade-in. So again, doesn't matter what size your inventory is, there's probably some hidden profit inside your inventory right now, and Lyquidator is the free solution to unlock it. Again, scanning your files 100% free, so you don't pay a penny, and I probably shouldn't make that point for the fifth time, so I'll move on. But anyway, Lyquidator is fantastic cure for dead inventory and long-term storage fees. Lets you turn that old inventory into cash. So get your free inventory scan below. I think you'll be very surprised at how much hidden profit is inside your inventory right now. You can get started with a couple clicks, and I'll see you over there.